God help me, give me the strength. May I not take what isn't mine, but may I not return empty-handed. As I move from one nation to another people, everywhere I go, temptation calls.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Okpe, and if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. So it's going to be like a chit chat, so I'm going to try my best to gist you guys what I have been going through lately. All right, so let's do this. My fine nails are by my sister. Yeah, she's always saying I should not show her nails like this, but then can you see them? They're so pretty. Embellished by Sarah James, the best nail artist in the world. I'm going to leave her handle on the screen. Before I start with an update on my life that I really don't know what I'm going to gist you guys about, I'm going to show you guys this cute beauty blender I received. It's so adorable, I can't even deal. The packaging just gets me. It's by Ruby Light Cosmetics. Let's put it to test. You just open it like an egg basically. It has this angle here, but this side is flat and then it has a round surface. So this is the size when it's not wet, and this is the how soft it is. Foundation, I'm going to be using my D70 Cover Gear, and I'm going to be mixing it with my Makeup Revolution stick in number 16. These are both cool toned because I have a very cool and neutral undertone. That's why most times my foundation is always hard to get. I always find it difficult to match myself perfectly. If you feel like you find it hard to match your skin, the foundation maybe runs a bit red, is most likely because your undertone is neutral. The way they always say people have yellow undertones or red undertone, I don't have any of that. I definitely have an olive undertone. There's also olive undertone. Shout out to Mali Magic, she's also olive undertone. So I always try to get foundation that almost look like they're cool, like it doesn't look red and sharp in the bottle, it just looks cool. So that's the only way I match myself. Same thing with this. Yeah, you see, it's like if you look deep down it might look green to you. So that's what I'm going to use today. Oh, by the way, the beauty blend, wow, see how like it literally doubled in size and it's so bloody soft. Like, see, let me, can you see? Nah, fam, this is insane.
As I run from my past to find a future, only one I know to call. Also nyangamo karumkum ejuneka kamken abo kakamkiri. Also nyangamo
Kiloje ṣe kí ni plug guitar and join ó tún ti bàjẹ́. Whose fault is that? Fault plug ni. I bet you call it something like 6 plugs enjoy it. So every time the first service and mama your plug. So give me point in say. I'll tomorrow plug in me. So the next time the oh, because the last time here. So you only plug.
Metal price 4,500. Men 3,000. Make it to 1,500. That's 4,500.
Mr. Ali, and try me. Me then pay you more. Ọlọ́run ṣe mi but to find it. Me but to read mechanic to da. Tájù ni.
No, we are atele na. Ọmọdé mi máa bá wa ṣe.
Ṣé ọmọ ṣe ń lé wá bá ṣe láti jọjọ́ ẹ̀.
Láti jọjọ́ ti la.
So kí wá ní kókó ẹ sọ ọ̀rọ̀. Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Oil filter 1,000 naira.
Material oil filter.
Láti má jẹ́ kí tó dọ̀ pé filter ẹni ó máa ń gún dọ̀tí oil sínú. Láti jọ ẹ̀ kúrò agbọ́dọ̀ fi ra filter sí. If not, ó máa tó dọ̀tí ilé ìtabádà sí.
That's very nice. So gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ sọ yìí sìn ẹ calculate lónìí.
5,500, 6,000.
5,500,
6,000 is equal to 11,000.
I got interrupted by my mechanic. the sound of debit alert for my car. Heartbreak. Chokement. Let's talk about career-wise. Career-wise, God is faithful, I guess. Well, not I guess, obviously God is faithful. Everything is going on well. I teach makeup, by the way, so if you want to upgrade your skills as an artist, maybe you went to makeup school but then you want to upgrade, you can DM me on Instagram. If you're a beginner and you want to learn makeup, like you want to be a makeup artist, you can DM me on Instagram. Then for people that have been watching YouTube for 100 years and you just can't figure out how to do your makeup, I'm talking about like individuals, DM your girl. I have DIY classes that I teach individuals how to do their makeup, so you can also DM me. Let me teach you. Setting with my Dynamics in number 3.
Every day I wake up saying prayer, Lord, keep me lest I fall, hold me lest I drop.
If you follow me on social media, I'm sure like last month, what am I saying last month? As if you guys are watching it on the same month. I kind of posted a cry for help ish on my Instagram because I was mentally and emotionally distressed. There are a lot of things that we don't talk about as black people, most especially as Africans, and then to top it off as Nigerians. Black parents, or let me just say black people in general, we don't tend to pay attention to our mental health, and that's very, very bad. To be honest, up until this year, 2018, up until maybe last year, I used to feel like you're a born-again Christian, you should not have mental, I'm not saying mental sickness like in the form of like the real one that you need, like drugs, you get, like the mental parts. You guys understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about your mental health. We don't tend to talk about mental health a lot as Nigerians, and it's very, very frustrating because we all just go around gallivanting up and down and feeling as if we're superhumans basically, and we all just carry our burdens and wear our feelings on our sleeves and just act like the world is okay. And it's funny how Nigerian, suicide, sorry, that English is really hard for me. The suicide rate is really high. And you know, before when they say, oh, someone committed suicide, I never used to be able to relate. That's just the truth. It's never that deep. That was what I literally thought, like nothing you're actually feeling is that deep for you to kill yourself. That was up until this year, that was how I felt. I'm like, it has to be some sort of demonic. Meanwhile, well, obviously the Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, so the demonic aspect can't be ignored. But then not everyone is tormented by the devil when it comes to mental health. Like, we're just genuinely mentally tired, and I could not relate up until this year. I just knew that I was almost everything to everyone but myself. That was just the truth. That was how I felt. I felt like I was everything to everyone. I was that friend that is always happy. I'm always the fun of the party, let's just put it that way. The one that's always, I was the one that people, not even was, I still am the one that people always feel like sort of as a solution to everything. And this is serious, and I'm not even joking. Like, you know, you guys know I'm always fun and upbeat, but then to be honest, for a very long time I was not upbeat. I can be upbeat outside, like I am smiling and all, but when I get to my room I am not happy. I'm not even smiling with anybody at all. I'm just genuinely tired of being the one that prefers solution to things. Like, I really wanted someone to be like, okay, you know what, sit down and how are you feeling? That never comes up. I don't think I've ever had, what am I even saying, ever. I'm from a polygamous home, if you guys don't know, and my mom is late. My mom died 14 years ago, so there is no, I don't have that close-knit family, in quotes, daddy, mommy and children kind of thing. I've never had that kind of setting. When I was growing up, I grew up with my mom alone, So, and then I moved to my dad, and my dad is a polygamous family basically. So and my dad is also a politician, so there's no time to be doing daddy and me. I had to grow up quickly. I had to basically get over how I feel quickly. I was 14 when my mom died, so, and now I'm 28. It's been a long while, 14 years of me just being strong, and I was just tired of it. I'm using Beauty Line by DD for my brows. I was just tired of it basically. There was nobody. I have a sister, but then me and I don't really talk deep things. We talk, right? But then I don't know, maybe because I feel like I don't want to bore anybody with my problems. I try my best not to go and start bearing my feelings and maybe sitting at that, because I'm always like, you don't know what people are dealing with. Everybody has their own for body. Do you get? So you don't want to go and add your own problem to it. That's always how I felt. But trust me, don't ever think like that, because if you think like that, you'll be shocked how much hate and anger and steam you're just keeping to yourself. When that outburst, I had an outburst, that was literally what triggered that. Guys, I'm obviously not going to cry on camera. Maybe I will someday, but not now. If I tell you it was serious. I was literally suicidal. I'm not even joking. I'm going to be as frank as possible. I was suicidal. I was suicidal. You get the English? Like, I'm like, I was just done. There was like a switch just went off in my head, and I kept it to myself for a very long time. I've been forming happy on the outside but not happy on the inside, and a lot of youths are like that. I remember one day I went on Instagram and I saw that one young girl, she was in her 20s, committed suicide. What exactly could have been the thing that was hurting her so much to the point that she thought the solution was to take her life? And it's funny because there are a lot of youths like that. I have had friends, when I had that episode, right, and that breakdown, a lot of my friends opened up to me and was like, okay, you have no idea. Even when I posted it on Instagram, I got, like, that day over 186 people messaged me. I posted it, like, I'll try and find it and put it on the screen. Maybe you guys can see where my mind was that day. Immediately I posted it, I put my phone on airplane mode, so I was not going to get any call. But then I was connected to the Wi-Fi. I was getting video calls, FaceTime, WhatsApp calls, Instagram calls. I was just like, nope, never. I just laid on my bed and tears was flowing like river. I can laugh now, but it wasn't funny. I don't even wish that mental state on my hand, you guys see the Yoruba girl in me wanted to come out just now, on my enemy. Like, I never want to be in that state. I literally, I'm going to be as frank as possible with you guys, because there's no need to just lie. I wrote suicide. I dropped suicide notes. I was going to kill myself. I'm not even joking. Like, I was just like, you know what, there's no need for this bullshit. Nobody cares. Okay, I feel like what triggered me was that I had a fight with my sister, my elder sister. And it was very unlike me, because, to be honest, I'm very unproblematic. I try my best to be. So when it gets to time where me and you are going to be confrontational, I'll just be quiet and just zone out. I zoned out. But to be honest, I'm not going to apportion blame, but then she kept poking the bear. And me, upstairs, I was not really balanced. Do you get? I was already tired emotionally. So I was just, as she was talking, everything she was saying, she was like, why are you quiet? I'm like, nothing, I'm just tired. She's like, that's my sister. And when you give my sister the slightest attitude, she just it's just like me too. She just locks up. So now both of us are there sitting down. We've locked up emotionally. And then she just said, I don't know what led to what. I realized is that I hit my elder sister. Like, we just started fighting. Like, I was being verbally abusive to my elder sister. This person is older than me by like 12 years. I was being verbally abusive. You guys, this is very unlike me. And if you know, I'm sure they didn't think it was they just thought I was being rude. Everybody was like, you need to go and apologize. Remember, I'm like, fam, I ain't gonna apologize. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit down here and we'll all look at each other. I was weeping. Crying was another statement. She carried us somewhere. I left the place. I jammed that door, car door, entered Uber where my car was. Anyways, it was the fight with my sister that triggered my outburst basically, and all hell broke loose. When I got back home, I didn't say anything that day. I just kept to myself. I was crying. People thought I was rude, so everybody was like, you need to give her time, maybe she needs to just go and apologize. My phone was blowing off the hook, whatever. Have you apologized to your sister? I heard you did this, blah. And I'm just like, everybody, you'll go there, all right, last, just free me. So it was the next day. I was still in a very bad mental state. I just went on my Instagram. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I saw someone put, I'm tired of being everything to everybody. I think it was Jane Michael that put it up. That was what she put. She was like, I'm tired of being everything to everybody and not having something left or something like that. It went that way. And that thing was just like, I was just like, what? I relate. I now put it on my Insta story instead of me to just end it there. Well, I don't regret saying anything because, to be honest, I feel like that has helped me. People now know where I stand. Nobody brings their bullshit to me anymore. If you need help, fine, I can offer my help. And even myself, I'm going to go and look for people's bullshit and be helping them. I'm tired of my life. I'm tired of myself. Instead of you to just face your front and mind the one that's doing you. You're always for me helper of the nation. As I was saying, I just put on my Insta story. That's how it's as if my phone just started typing by itself. I just started typing out all my feelings. As I posted the first one, bam, I just got, oh my god, okay. People were praying for me, people were crying, like I feel like it weighed more, right? Because I'm always the class clown. So people didn't think that was going to come. If I was someone that was very moody, always quiet, you know, they might be like, okay, maybe she's like that. It's like the exact opposite of my kind of person. I just kept writing. I'm just like, you guys should pray for me. I feel like this, I feel like that. People were messaging me, sending me prayers, Bible verses, this. I literally sent everybody the same message. Thank you very much. Amen. Copy and paste, because I had over almost 200 messages that day. Thank you very much. Amen. Because the prayer was insane. And I was reading this, I was bawling my eyes out, man. Like, I was so in my mood. My sister came, oh, but you need to take that thing down. I never forget. I'm sure she meant well, but then me, I did not. At that point, I was like, you know what? Is it that or I just off myself? So in the process of not killing myself, let me just stuck out. People were like, thank you, I'm so glad you spoke up. Some people were like, oh, this is how I've been feeling for months now. Thank you. You literally put my feelings to words. Bam, bam, bam. The people that were relating were relating. People that were praying. People that were motivating me were motivating me. All this while my phone was on airplane mode. People were having panic attacks. People were calling my sister to be sure that I've not killed myself. And that was not my suicide note on Insta story. You guys, it's not funny. I'm laughing now, but it wasn't funny. I'm almost teary, to be honest. This my laugh is just covering up how I really feel. And that's how I had been for almost a year. Like, I was just done. First of all, before I put that thing on Insta story, I was already writing my feelings out on Twitter. My DM was already blowing off the hook, like, okay, what's up? Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm praying for you. I got a lot of I'm praying for you. Shout out to you guys, man. I am so grateful. I don't know if I would have been able to get through that thing if you guys were literally not praying for me. You know, when you feel some type of peace, you know, usually someone like me, I would have prayed my way out of that, how I was feeling, but I could not pray. I could not even say in Jesus' name. I didn't even listen to. I was literally sitting in the darkness. Like, I literally felt tangible darkness beside me. It was, you know, they always say something like, when you're in a bad mood, it feels, and you just wallow in it a bit more, the devil is happy and is like, he tries to make you think like that's not the right time to pray. That was literally how I felt. I could not even. I tried listening to gospel music. It felt like noise, and that is coming from someone that only listens to secular. What am I saying? That only listens to gospel music. I tried and it felt like noise. Like, I was like, okay, you know what? The devil is really trying. And I got one message. I can't really remember who sent it, but the person was like, okay, I know you're in your feelings right now, but then can't you see that the enemy is trying to like destroy your ministry? And that was the message I related to most. Like, the enemy is seeing you use your platform for God and trying to like portray God and stuff. Obviously, he's trying to get you down so that will be the last thing on your mind. And I actually resonated with it a lot. It made a lot of sense, because I'm like, ow, this is me. I've been dealing with my feelings for how many years now? How come is now that that I just like literally tiptoed off my whatever balance that was keeping me grounded. I can't remember the person that sent me that message, but then it felt so true. I could not pray, and I was like, you guys should better pray for me, because okay, I'm currently not praying. I'm not even doing anything. All I'm doing is just sitting down on my bed and crying my eyes out. And I slept that night. I literally, I'm not even joking, I felt peace when I woke up the next morning. I felt like a lot of people cried to God about me, like, God, don't let Okpe do something crazy. Do you get, like, let Okpe feel some sort of peace, because I did feel peace. Other people, both strangers and friends and family, the prayers that they prayed was what got me out of that thing, because I couldn't have done it by myself. I definitely didn't do it by myself. One brow is fatter than the other. What am I gonna do? All I have to say is that you need to speak up. I know you might feel like there's nobody that understands you. I won't lie to you guys. I literally brought out all my drugs and I was looking at the one that would kill me the fastest. This is the truth. I was like, you know what? If someone is going to commit suicide by swallowing pills, because obviously I don't have poison, I cannot hang myself. That's just torture. Devil is a liar. I brought out all my drugs because I have a lot of it. I was like, which one? If I combine this with this, with this, with this, which one will off me quickly? I was literally thinking that. After my eyes cleared and I came to my senses, basically, or I felt better. Let me not say came to my senses. I felt better. I actually understood where people that have committed suicide were coming from. I don't think it's good. That's the last thing, because God can redeem any situation. You don't have to kill yourself, right? But then I just could understand where they were coming from. I felt so bad and so alone that I was so overwhelmed, and it felt like nothing at that moment in time could take away the pain I was feeling and the way I was feeling. Do you get? Like, it felt so overwhelming. I was so overwhelmed. That's just the word. Everything was just going through my mind. I could not even bring myself to call anybody like, please, can you pray with me, or this is how I feel. Nothing of such nature. I just sat there and I was weeping my eyes out, thinking all sorts of devilish thoughts, crazy thoughts, to be honest. And it's so funny because I just felt I could understand where a lot of people were coming from. And if we continue this whole mentality of you should be strong, you should know better, especially in the Christian community, we try to act as if it's not okay for you to actually be mentally tired. Even Nigeria alone is okay, is enough to make you tired mentally, not to talk of being a young girl, probably maybe under pressure of marriage, trying to run your business, trying to work, trying to survive basically, and not comparing yourself to what your friends are going through at the moment. Like, it's just insane to keep ignoring it and acting like it doesn't happen. It's not as if our parents as people that you can go to and be like, Daddy, I feel mentally exhausted. They'll just ask you that, show or what exactly is exhausting you. So that's how I felt, and that I'm just happy now. I'm trying to get better. When I'm actually feeling tired, exhausted, not just physically but mentally, I give myself a break. The world is not going to end. If I cry today, things are going to happen. The world is going to move on. People are not going to be sad forever. Even when people's spouses are dying, they're not sad forever. Not to talk of just a friend. I feel like you need to talk. If you need someone, if anyone is watching this and you feel like you need someone to talk to, my email is opened, DM is opened, because I am so happy because I had a lot of people come through for me then. I'm so happy I had friends. God, I'm getting emotional. Whew. I'm happy I had people that took it upon themselves. I had someone, this girl is a stranger, I don't know. Today, if she passes beside me, I don't know what she looks like. She called me for over 30 minutes and was talking, was praying, she still calls me till today. Like, these people don't even know me from Adam. They don't know anything about me. Like, these people took it upon themselves to pray for me, to be there for me basically, and I am just super grateful that I didn't have to go through it alone. And you don't have to go through it alone either. If you can't find any of your friends, like, you go to a stage. I was so crazy that day that I typed out a message I was going to send to my friend. I typed out, I can never forget, I was going to message Uju, and I typed out, Uju, if I commit suicide now, will you miss me? That was literally the word I said. And I could not just bring myself to send the message, because I'm just like, you've not gotten to this point, okay? Like, don't let the enemy win. I was dragging myself back from, like, you know, when there's light this way and then there's darkness this way, and darkness is pulling you, but you're trying to drag yourself back into light. That was how I felt mentally. I was fighting the battle in my own mind. Like, you can't let this win. Like, you're better than this. You know the word of God. But then I could not just bring myself to pray. At a point, I just said, I'm like, God, just help me. That was all I could pray. It was like on the 3rd or 4th day, I was just like, you know what? If I can't pray, at least I can play music. One of the songs that helped me, I think I'm going to use it at the beginning of this video. A mashup by Blessing Tangban. I don't know if that's pronouncing of her name, but then her name is Blessing. It was on FreeMeTV, and the song is not even in English, and I felt so much peace as I was listening to that song. It just helped me. I kept repeating that song, and that I just felt light. Basically, a lot of people came through for me when I needed them, and I am just super grateful that I didn't have to go through it alone. We need to pay attention to our mental health. If you feel yourself getting exhausted, getting overwhelmed, take a break. Like literally take a break from office. I'm sure there are even some Instagram handles. I know there's some Twitter accounts that have counselors that you can talk to when you feel overwhelmed, so you can talk to them. You can seek professional help if you feel like you need it. It's not common to have the people that are sort of the happiest and the strongest in quotes not open up all the time. So don't feel the need to carry everybody's burdens on your shoulder. Just do what you can and keep it moving. Nobody's going to be angry. Just do your best and keep it moving. I'm going to leave some handles of people that the accounts I feel like I know that they can help you professionally if you need professional help. But if not, if you just need someone to talk to, if you feel overwhelmed, please DM me. I'm ready to talk to you. I'm ready to help you, even if I have to point you in the direction of people that helped me too. I know when I told my sister, and then she told my sister, and they called my pastor. So man, it was intense. And my sister was like, okay, you know what, come with me, let's go to the hotel and take a break. And then my sister took me to, what's the name of this hotel? Ibis or the Ibis, whatever. We shall stay there overnight, so we ate and just, we didn't talk about it. And that was one thing I liked, because I didn't want to have any awkward moments. Even when she said let's go, she was just like, pack your bag. I'm just like, hell no. But then I'm happy I did not push her out, because pushing people out would only make things worse. Just breathe. Try not to get overwhelmed in the moment. If you feel yourself literally losing it, just find someone to talk to. Call me. Even no matter the time, I will help you out. At least I'll pray with you. And at least people prayed with me and they helped me out of I had my friends come over. I had people call me. I even spoke to my friend's mom. My friend was like, Mommy, my friend is sad. And the mom was like, what is making you sad? That's like, she said it so innocently, but then that's the Nigerian parents mentality. They just don't believe. They believe that, why are you sad? You have a shelter over your head. You probably have a job. You are feeding. You're not sick. So why are you sad? Do you get? So when you feel yourself mentally exhausted, just take a break. Please take a break and try and re-energize yourself. Right now, I don't overwhelm myself with anything again. If work is too much, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna take a break. Like I spent a whole day watching series and just enjoying my life, because this life is short. If you go and buy like this, every other person go move on. So before I keep rambling on, I'm gonna just go and finish my eyes, and I shall be back. I'm back. And I just did my eyes. I'm going to be highlighting with this, I think it's Ushas, whatever. So right now, the way I'm currently maintaining myself is to take breaks. If I don't post on Instagram, the world no end. I'm not skipping appearances with anybody. I'm not in competition with anybody. You're on your own. Everybody for your own self, because on Judgment Day, we all answer our name. There's no, I was doing it for the gram day. Don't let Instagram put you under pressure. And again, another thing is to identify what exactly is making you sad or is making you mentally exhausted. Because different things can affect different people. Do you get? Mine was the state of my business at that moment in time. That was adding to my headache. My to-do list was adding to my headache. The fight I had with my sister was adding to my headache. A lot of things. Do you get? Like, so one thing is to also identify it and try to tackle it individually. That would really help you. Don't just be like, when they ask you what is wrong with you, and you're like, I don't know, everything is just, I know you can be like that, but also try and identify it. So what I did was I started tackling things one by one. I sorted out the fight to my sister, so I was on the good terms with my sister. I took a break from Instagram, that I was not under any pressure to post or do a shoot or be relevant in quotes. At that moment, I was just like, you know what, everybody will be all right. I just took a break. Every day I was waking up, eating, sleeping, and watching a movie. That was all I did until I taught myself fit enough to deal with people. That's when I actually allowed people in mentally. I just shut everybody out. Everybody will be okay. And again, don't feel pressurized to deal with it. Like, no. Oh, you need to get better. Take your time. Take your time. Nice. Blush it up. Spray my face with TM Essentials Cupid. So guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed my chit chat and I did not talk too much. I've spoken to you guys what I did about my mental health and what I have decided to continually do, just so that I don't overwhelm myself and go into another state in quotes. Like I said, if you feel like you need to talk, you can DM me and we can pray about it together, or at least a burden shared is half solved. And also, you guys should leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about what I said and if you guys resonate with it, because I don't feel like mental health is something we need to sweep under the rug anymore. I'm happy that a lot of people are constantly being vocal about it now, especially on social media, on Twitter most especially. I feel like we should talk about our mental health. It's not time to ignore and be forming Rambo and be forming strong woman or man. You can do it, yes, but then you also need help. So let's have fun in the comment section. You guys should drop your comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done that already. Leave a comment and like this video. Don't forget to click the bell button beside the subscribe button so that you guys can know when I upload videos. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. See ya in my next video. Bye. Peace out.
Lord, keep me lest I fall, hold me lest I drop, 'cause they come from the left, right, front, center. Can't please everyone and still smile. I know I'm not getting younger. Lord, I need you. Karamunkum, ejumne kakamkum, abo kakamkuri. Also on young mo, karamunkum, ejumne kakamkum, abo kakamkuri. Lord, you made a way when our backs were against the wall and it looked as if it was over.